a message directly to the Israeli government. If you think you can win votes by the indiscriminate slaughter of Palestinian men, women and children, you are wrong. That is what is happening. In an attempt to outflank the even more abominable Netanyahu, they are prepared to unleash this terror. And this has to end. When we campaigned here, and many of these faces, Tony Benn, George Galloway and many others, were here in this square again and again to demand an end to apartheid, to demand justice for black South Africans. And that was crushed in just over 4 decades. The Palestinians continue to suffer now into a 7th decade of oppression and near slavery. What we see in Gaza is a ghetto in which people cannot achieve their potential, a ghetto in which death rains down, and this is obscene. And if it was any other conflict, world leaders would be queuing up to denounce it. But there's a double standard at work, and that double standard is wrong. I heard Gordon Brown denounce apartheid year by year by year. I want him to denounce the oppression of the Palestinian people. I want our government to say, if you behave like savages, we will not send an ambassador to Israel. We should be withdrawing our ambassador. We should be convening a meeting of European Union leaders to say, why should we continue to tolerate the importation of goods grown on stolen land, whilst the people dispossessed from that land look on from the camps where they've been incarcerated for over 60 years. In the same way that apartheid was doomed to fail, the attempt to deny the Palestinian people their right will fail as well, because it's an injustice that screams out to be rectified. And although so many world leaders seem to be frightened to condemn the Israeli government, I tell you, I did my radio program this morning. The calls supporting Palestine as opposed to Israel were 3 or 4 to 1 in favour of justice for the Palestinian people. Here in this square, that is London's principal square, know this, that Londoners by a vast majority want to see an end to the oppression of the Palestinian people. They want to see justice for Palestine. This city recognises that. And I think we need to say absolutely and clearly, we will not tolerate year by year of this oppression continuing. Don't complain when young men launch a rocket, when that's all you've left them the right to do.